you mad. Run, 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 run it back.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action now. Allen bails out of the pocket quick. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
First tone of the game for James Cook. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Another one for Cook. Has the first and more past midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to it. They'll cobble together a yard there. David Onyemata there for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal. Cook runs it in, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He rolls to his right. Able to find Jones. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Gets this to McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Herbert from the gun. Throw reeled in by Njoku. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And they take him down right along the 30. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Another carry for him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play action now for Herbert. Completed to his running back. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 3 now. Back to the well again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chargers finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers start off well to tie things 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now with Allen. Buying some time right. Catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
And okay, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Five wide. Look out.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds Kincaid. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now Allen off the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Has the connection to Jones. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 2nd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds McConkey. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. You just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Another try following the sack. He finds McConkey. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 1 yard to go.
Set. Hey, easy. We're going orange. Set.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he drives this forward to the 6. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got first and goal.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Going to the ground again on first. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Back-to-back runs stop short, and now it leaves him with a big third and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he takes it into the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Allen on the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about.
Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Throwing on first is Herbert. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt ends up a 36-yard kick. And the Bills will take over possession. First down, ball at the 36. Allen setting up play action. Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 41. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He has the first over the middle. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Allen now on first down. Chased out to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills earn the chance to tie before halftime. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Rams tie things up at 14. Bass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Headed out right. Got a man. It's Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Rolling out to his left. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Gets this to McConkey. And he'll go down here at the 16. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Herbert once more. That one complete to Njoku. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take the lead just before halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Now motion him out of the backfield. He's back to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's trying to push the field. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Pass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now for Herbert. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Herbert from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, caught by Davis. He spins away, he's got some running room.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Now Herbert again. Doesn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Herbert now off the play fake. Caught, nice gain left side. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Completed to his running back.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert to throw once more. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
This one is up and good. And the Bills tie this game at 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Finds McConkey. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Running back sent in motion. Here's second and 11. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Allen on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. Gets it to the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams tie us up 28-all. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Trying again following the sack. Jones reels it in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Hey, Ram.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And this one touchdown inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
That's one you watch the next day, and as a quarterback, you want that throwback. Quarterbacks are perfectionists, and when it's caught just out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Herbert. Completed to Davis. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th? Back to throw it. He connects downfield on 4th. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Herbert now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short on the 15.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
He finds McConkey. Has some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Oh no, they get him yet again. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Chargers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Set.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, Kaplan. What is it?
Now Herbert to throw. Gets this to McConkey. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Brought in close to the 8. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So after figuring out the flag, now we've reached the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. He's out in the clear.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Set. Go.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Middle. That's it.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Half. What's that?
Allen to throw. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. Big game downfield. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills now trailed by just a point in the 4th. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Pass now to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert has the connection to Jones. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first is Herbert. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Hey, go line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. He's still going at the 30. Still fighting forward. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a fourth quarter lead. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. His third through the air this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now with Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connection made to Coleman. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it, right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
From the 36. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Derwin James picks it.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Able to find Jones. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. The play clock down to just 2 seconds, but we get a timeout call. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Set. 5-9, 5-9. 12. Ready.
Right up the gut. Down to the 10. And he drives this forward to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Chargers leading by 7. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Here's Vidal on the give. Has the LA touchdown. The Chargers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Gets this to Kincaid. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now to throw. Finds Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now. He finds Kincaid. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Put the body on the line for his team. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To throw. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. ready to try the onside kick. And this kick is covered by the Chargers, and that should salt this game away. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Running this one left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Bills getting back on his 6th interception of the season. All right, that's now his 2nd interception thrown in this game. Obviously not a stat you want, but he does have those 4 touchdowns to fall back on.
And that pick, well, makes it a little bit better performance for this defense, right? I mean, you get burned 4 times, but at least you got a couple to hang your hat on that you did take away. I'm not sure that fact is going to save them from what's going to be a really rough film session, though.
Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here he is to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He'll look to throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Setting up to pass. Pass complete to Cook. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on a defense.
On the move, headed right.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Alert, alert, alert.
Cook. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Escapes the pocket, and down he goes! They get to him for a sack, and that may just save them this game. They remain up by 1. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And this kick is covered by the Chargers, and that should salt this game away.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Chargers beginning to celebrate their win here as they take a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can...